What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you. It's good to be back for our special live stream here with you, live from the Syrup Project non-headquarters, because we don't have a headquarters because we're all home. So my name is Josh. It's good to be back with you, and I'm here with my co-host Shim.
Hey guys, welcome back to our last live stream for now before the switch. And there'll be more info on that later on. So, Josh, what's gonna happen this live stream?
I will tell you, Shim, and I will be telling all of you watching here today, we've got our theme of the week. We've got our interviews with some very, very special guests. We've got an incredible meme video thrown in between as our halftime show. And we've got this really great Blessed with Talent where we'll be finishing and concluding our show with some information about our moving forward steps.
Hey, great. Fun. Let's look at that compilation video.
Be sure to leave some comments in the comment below on how you guys demonstrated motivation this week.
Hey Syrup Project. So this week's theme was motivation, and here is my main way of staying motivated when doing anything.
Hey Syrup Gang, so for this week of motivation, I honestly had no idea what to send in because I personally suck at motivating myself. I mean, I guess it depends on what, but like with school, it's a little challenging for me. But I do find that when I'm in a state of panic or stress, I actually do work. It's probably really unhealthy to do work that way. But anyways, I made a wall planner. There you go. Yeah, it has the whole school year, so that's like 8 months. And you're probably wondering, why don't you just get a normal calendar and look at each month, you know, when you flip it over? I don't know, I just prefer a wall planner. And I don't know, because it just makes everything look smaller, and I guess it kind of tricks my mind into thinking that I have a lot of things going on more than I actually do, so it kind of forces me to be more stressed and panic. I don't know, this is terrible, but it looks nice, and I couldn't find any wall planners in Staples or anything that I do like. And on Etsy it's like 30 Canadian dollars, and that's before shipping. So I made myself a wall planner, and yeah, that's how I motivate myself. I'm currently trying to find healthier ways, like mentally healthier ways to be motivated, but that's what's working for me so far. So yeah, my wall planner.
Hey Syrup Squad, Frankie here from Montreal. So motivation, what motivates me? Well, let me show you. So two big motivators for me are my family and Holy Scripture. Holy Scripture in particular, reading words from true parents, inspires me to do great things. And just anything with religious flavor, you know, I love to read about that stuff. And of course, family, my son Danton here. big motivators for my life, helps me want to grow, want to be better.
What's up, y'all? How's it going? This week for Surf Project, our theme was to show how we stay motivated. And yeah, I am actually starting school within the next few days here, like on the 9th. And motivation is not always easy for me. I get pretty lazy sometimes, and I procrastinate and do all that stuff, but I'm sure you all know about that. So I started to get a jump on my studies, and in order to stay motivated, I did a little trick that I started doing a few years ago. I would read a little bit of Father's Words, Brother's Words. This is a really good book, Way of Tradition. There's 3 volumes of it, and they're all kind of like short passages of all his speeches from, I guess, all the years. I mean, I would use other books to read, but sometimes just getting like a small little, I guess, parable or like little paragraph can really help motivate you and give you kind of like a clear motivation and goal for what you want to get done in your life. And I think it's really important for us during school and with all that's going on in the world to stay motivated and stay positive about all the things that are happening. So hope to see all your guys' cool submissions too. Have a good week, y'all.
Okay, thanks everyone for the submissions. It was quite tough to film. Like, how do you film motivation when you're doing something? But we got submissions anyway, so yay for that.
Now, with our incredibly motivated comment section, let's go and see what you guys had to say.
Okay.
So, Marilyn kicking us off right by saying it is a special live stream. Yeah! Very exciting.
And then Sarah was like, oh, but you know what they say, best for last. Yes.
She knows what's up. Now, in regards to those incredible push-ups and bows that Alex was doing, Yuji popping in with impeccable form.
Mm-hmm. And then Marilyn, she gets me. Shout out to wall planners. They save lives. Yes, they save lives. Wall planners. I love them.
Or make you more stressed, apparently.
Kind of. It works.
I love how you just go over Josh's comments. He's bowing for his sins.
Oh, I didn't see that. For his sins.
Pray for Alex. He needs to overcome his sins.
Oh my God.
We got this Josh Fontaine commenting, baby dancing.
Yes, that's a special guest, guys. That's all. This is the end of the live stream. We've got a special guest. That's all you need to see. I'm just kidding.
We made it to the baby, followed by Marilyn and Sarah. Baby! Oh my God! They know what's up.
And then, another comment from Marilyn. I really like. She said, self-affirmations are a good way to stay motivated. Yes. Yeah, that was like, yeah.
And if you follow what Josh's motivational video said, you can find this book to help you stay motivated. The Way of Tradition. In stores probably 20 years ago. I'm sure all of you have a book in your cupboards.
Okay. So now
we will be moving on. So thank you guys so much for leaving your comments, but please keep typing away because we've got a super special part coming up with our incredible interview section with 2 very special guests. If you've been following social media, you'll know who they are. If not, you're in for a big surprise. So we'll be getting into that now. Be sure to leave questions and comments in the section below for Frankie to read. Let's send it to Frankie. Whoosh.
Hey, Syrup Squad. I'll be the interviewer today. And as you know, we have 2 very special guests coming on the show. We have Thomas King and Yuji Torikai. So to start it off, Thomas, would you like to come on? Hey, welcome on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, so this theme, the theme of the week is motivation, as you know, and we were talking earlier a bit, and it plays a big role in your life, you were telling me. And you were telling me there's I find an interesting connection between motivation and connection to God that you were saying. Would you like to explain like what motivation means to you?
Mhm. Yeah, so motivation for me is, I guess, a pretty important part of my life. Yeah, I think a lot of us can relate, especially as university students, and even now, like during the pandemic and remote learning, we all need a lot of motivation in our day-to-day lives. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
so like a large facet of motivation for me is the feeling of inspiration. I think I have a hard time feeling motivated in general, like in my daily activities or my goals, uh, unless I feel inspired in some way. I think inspiration is something that's very universal to all of us. And it's like one of the most incredible feelings I think we can have. It gives you like so much energy and so much passion, so much happiness to just like create and do things. Um, yeah, so I think in this sense, it's kind of like one of the most divine emotions that God gave us that also makes us unique as human beings because we have the ability to create and in that way to feel inspired because God is the ultimate creator. So yeah, in life, whenever I need like motivation or drive to do things, I guess I always look to find inspiration. I think there's so many ways to do that. You just need to know like what that means to you and how to find it in your life. Um, yeah, those are my thoughts.
Oh, that's great, man. Yeah. You decided to become an architect. Maybe people don't know this, but you're studying at McGill here in Montreal. And where did you find that desire, inspiration? Uh, Later on during high school or
I think
for
it was,
architecture specifically?
yeah, yeah, I think it's pretty early on for me actually.
Yeah.
Um, I think architecture is definitely a field that you need to really know that you want to do it if you're going to do it, because it takes a lot of determination and yeah, motivation. Um, but yeah, like I decided pretty young, I think maybe like beginning of high school, that I really, really want to study architecture because I guess yeah, it's like I'm very passionate about building, science, technology, the environment, and like how those things relate to our cities. Yeah, the design of our homes and our built environment. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so
Yeah,
that's what I
and
always want to do.
also something you always wanted to do. Oh, that's great. I'm glad you're doing it then, man.
Yeah, definitely.
um, you work for an interesting company. Um, I mean, you're interning for Tekuma Frenchman, right?
Yeah,
Um, it's a special company. They build sustainable cities. Could you expand like
yeah,
what they do?
yeah. So to become a Frenchman, it's an urban design firm based in Boston. It's actually pretty cool. My boss, she's also a BC. She's from Montreal, which is where I live and study currently. Um, yeah, it's like an urban innovation practice. We design like future cities that are aimed at like improving and technologically advancing the quality of urban life to make cities healthier and more
So
productive.
do you improve what's already there or do you build from scratch like or
So
both
usually
or
we do a lot of projects that are competition based and are just like the design of new cities or campuses or areas in cities. So usually, yeah, it's from scratch.
oh,
Uh,
wow.
yeah.
Hey, do you want to talk? Can you share a bit about a recent project that you've done and how you were involved in it, like what you did?
Yeah, so we recently finished a project. I think it was in July. It's called the Huanggang Port. So it was in China. It's in between Hong Kong and mainland China. So Shenzhen, which is kind of
Okay.
like the Silicon Valley of China. So there's a lot of really, really great innovative projects that are being developed there. So I was kind of involved with that project, mainly helping with like I guess, more menial tasks like project reports, presentation media, just design support and modeling support in different building informatics and like geographic information softwares. But yeah, that project was really cool. We designed like an innovation port that is supposed to be like a science collaboration zone between the two cities, and to promote like relations.
Between
guess-
Hong Kong and
Yeah, yeah.
I mean Hong Kong and the okay.
Yeah, and just like, yeah, promote more innovation so that both mainland and Hong Kong can pool together their resources and find new talent. So, yeah.
Wow. And you finished that project? Is it like being executed now, or?
So it was a competition, so we actually got second place. So ours isn't being built, but it was really fun to work on.
Oh, that's cool. And you said your boss was a BC.
Yeah.
That's really, I think that's really cool. Yeah, I know her, as you know, like Naomi Hébert, and how did you get the job? Like how did that come about? Like, and how did she become like a boss of that company? And I don't know if you know a bit or.
Yeah, so it's a pretty interesting history. This firm is quite recent and new. It began as a startup at MIT. And Naomi, as you know, she was a graduate of McGill, so the same university as me, in architecture. And she was friends with someone who founded the startup at MIT. So he invited her to be one of the, I guess, founding partners of the firm when it first developed. And like now it's been a few years that they've been running. And since she graduated from McGill, she likes to find other McGill alumni to work at the firm. So she had contacted another BC that goes to my school, and that BC had recommended me for the job. So I got an interview like through that kind of.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing story, man. And then you're working on projects. You haven't graduated yet, so it's kind of cool that you already have like kind of job set up.
Yeah.
So there's one thing I wanted to talk about, real brief. It's about your popularity.
Okay.
For some reason, and I don't know, like you've been to what I call the biggest party in the second gen community, Top Gun in Korea, thousands of BCs or hundreds. And then you also went to Oshiaga in Montreal, which is thousands of people, not in the church partying. And you go to both, and you're able to, I feel, mesh church life and not in like non-church life. How do you mesh both so well?
I guess, yeah, first of all, yeah, I think that's one of the greatest challenges in my life, actually. And I think also for many BCs our age. For me, it's still something I'm definitely working on. But I guess, like, mostly it's about owning my own faith and what that means to me. So first, I think it's most important that we have a really consistent and constant relationship with God in our life. And I think that means like involving God in your day-to-day life, everything you do, so that you can keep that relationship really strong and make sure it remains there. I think it's also helpful to just like set aside time every day for prayer or reflection or even self-study like Hundoke. Because I think these things help to ground you and keeps you like introspective on how you want to live your life and recognize the blessings you have. I think, yeah, like that being said, it's really easy to forget, like to have this kind of presence in your life. But it's definitely, yeah, it's good to also have like a friend that you can talk to about these kinds of things and keep yourself grounded in that way. But yeah, I think I'm managing so far. It's definitely something I'm still working on and trying to make a big part of my life. Yeah.
Do you, you said you try to set a time aside, for those more traditional things in our movement. And do you think that helps in your creativity or develop your creativity in your work or school work?
Actually, yeah, definitely. I think it's really easy during the semester, especially for me, to get so wrapped up and like, I guess, overwhelmed by my work and what I'm into. But I think if you set aside that time, like maybe at the end of the day before you go to bed, to just reflect on how the day went, to have a conversation with God. I think that it grounds you and it kind of resets you to a good position, to, I guess, yeah, to open yourself to like more inspiration and to do greater things in your daily activities.
Right. I get that. You read scripture, do traditional things, and it kind of opens you up to other things, to you know, to inspiration. Okay, I get that. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Thomas. For those of you who don't know Thomas, he's from Nova Scotia, Shelburne. His parents run True World Foods, I guess. How do you call it? True World Foods factory?
Like a branch, yeah. Like a
branch.
Yeah.
Yeah, over there. And how many siblings do you have?
I have 4 siblings.
So 5, family of 5. Yeah, he's been a great addition to the Montreal community. He came here from McGill University, and who knows where he's going to end up after he graduates. So I want to wish you the best of luck for that, Thomas. But before you go, we have a little challenge for you. 12-question lightning round.
Okay.
So let me pull up my questions for you. So here's the deal. 12 questions, answer them as fast as possible, and try to get up on that leaderboard. So let me time you. Is that clear?
The goal is to answer as many as fast as possible.
I'm gonna ask 12
okay.
questions. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Who is your hero?
My parents.
What is your biggest fear?
Dying alone.
Who is your favorite author?
Thomas King.
How would your friends describe you?
Determined.
What's your favorite zoo animal?
Monkey.
What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Are you a clean or messy person?
In between.
What's your favorite movie?
Interstellar.
Do you collect anything?
Rocks.
Introvert or extrovert?
Introvert.
What was your first job?
Fish plant worker.
How many languages do you speak?
2.
Ooh, that was 12 questions, and this is your time. Do you see it, or is it too bright? It's too bright. 55 seconds and 99. Well, 55 seconds, yeah, 99 decimal points. Whatever. Hey,
what's the time to beat?
Time to beat is like 39 seconds.
Okay.
39 seconds.
Pretty close.
Yeah, no, honestly, 55. Nothing to be shameful about. All right. So, hey, well, thanks, Thomas, again for coming on. So we wish you the best. Ciao.
Thanks, also.
All right, and for the rest of the Syrup Squad, we have a meme, but this meme is different. It's a motivational video produced by our very own Charles Cusson from Montreal. Hit it.
What is our purpose? Where do we come from? Where are we going? What is truth? What is free will? Is there life after death? Are we alone in the universe? Is there a God watching over us? Or do we watch ourselves? What keeps us alive? The will to create? The inspiration to build? The determination to succeed? To explore? To share? Is it the struggle? The struggle to attain happiness and avoid misfortune? Introducing the all-new Mazda Mercedes. Only from Champion Motors. Use your darn turn signals!
Oh my goodness. Oh man, that meme. Oh my. Charles, you're a genius. Thank you for producing that. Champion Motors, guys. Let's all get our car. Tesla, just put that aside, man. All right. So let's move on to the second interview with another special guest. And I think I'll let him introduce himself with his awesome voice and tonality. Yuji, would you like to come on?
Oh yes, sir. What's good? Y'all what's good here, squad? It's your boy Yuji
Hey.
Toriya. I'm so flustered right now. Thanks for having me. It's my first time.
Going live.
Yes, sir. Going live too. I mean, I'm used to going live. Just a quick introduction. My name is Yuji Toriya. I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut, down in the United States. I currently am the youth pastor over there, but at the same time, I also serve as the social media manager of YAM, or like the national like youth and young adult ministry for like that serves both the United States, actually all of North America, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, right now I'm just a freelance social media manager. Like I help other, right now just church businesses, but or organizations, but hopefully I could expand. I also run Second Gen Memes on Instagram and Facebook. Follow us, and I'm also an aspiring rapper as well.
Wow. Man, I didn't know all that actually. I didn't know you were a social media manager of YAM for North America, you said?
Yes, sir.
Oh man. So all right. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say yeah, welcome. Thank you for that amazing introduction. You watched the 8th Ascension ceremony for Trafalgar, was it yesterday?
Oh yeah, on Thursday I did. Man, I'm telling you, bro. when they said that there was gonna be 3 parts, I was so glad I was at home. I was like, I know if I was at church right now, good Lord, bro, just sitting through the entertainment. Not to say the entertainment is bad or anything. I know for certain, bro. Like my butt would have been crying in his seat, bro.
Yeah, I was wondering. You're a youth pastor, so maybe you were at church, but I guess you just watched it at home.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You go to Bridgeport University, right?
Yeah, actually, I'm in my last semester over there. Yeah, so right now I'm studying mass communications, studying advertising and social media, and I have a minor in both, a double minor actually, in graphic design and in modern languages.
Okay. Interesting. Could you tell us a bit about the Bridgeport community? You're the youth pastor. You're part of the university. Could you tell us a bit about it, and what's your vibe of it, and how is it at Bridgeport?
Well, let me just start off by saying Bridgeport is pretty ghetto, like just as a whole, like the city. I mean, it's gotten better over the years for sure. But honestly, that's what I like about it the most. It oddly feels like home. Like whenever I'm in, like, especially when I was fundraising, whenever I'd be like this super rich, like I don't want to say white, but like super like rich neighborhood, bougie neighborhood, like I'd feel so out of place. But whenever I'd fundraise in a really ghetto area, I'd be like, yo, this is just like home. Bridgeport, I feel like, it's really interesting because, our entire church community specifically is built like around the university. And although like right now the university is going through a lot of like troubles, like they recently got bought out by 3 different schools and a high school. So we don't know what's going to happen to it. But the community is built around the university. Like a lot of church members came, they moved to Bridgeport because Father asked people to invest in the university when the church bought it all those years ago. And so, a lot of families, like especially like the parents, like helped out in the university in some way. So I did grow up with a lot of people, but people come and go. I feel like a lot of our young adults, especially the college students, like our roster always changes every year. Like people will come in, study, and then they graduate and leave. So it's always interesting to see like kind of like new faces come and go. But it's always fun. It's always like fresh and interesting.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can see that, man. Maybe building upon Thomas's interview for motivation. Um, were you to become youth pastor or any leadership role in the church? Were you inspired beforehand to do the job, or did it kind of come to you? They called you.
Mm. Actually, it's really funny. I've had the goal of becoming a youth pastor since I was 13. Like for me,
Oh,
it's you know how like in Naruto, like Naruto's goal, like since he was a kid, like was to become the Hokage. It was like that for me, honestly. Like my youth pastor was Tazna. Well, not her name was Tazna Bersi, but before Tazna Moyer. She currently serves as the pastor of Kodiak Family Church in Alaska. But yeah, at the time she was my youth pastor, and she really inspired me, along with my other youth pastors, Heather Fraser Harris and Elijah Whitmore, Sam Orman, all these really good people. Stephen,
yeah.
I really felt so inspired by them, and really their heart of like being an older brother or older sister and giving back to the community. And I really wanted to become someone like that and to be able to help like lead my younger brothers and sisters well.
Wow. Okay. So from 13, yeah, I know Tazna and Sam. Yeah, these are great people. Yeah, great role models, man. So there's something I want to talk about with you since we have you on the show. Second gen memes. Now, I'm kind of, up in Montreal, we call you the meme lord. It's
Oh,
a
for real?
very special title, meme lord, man. But there's Mooney memes on Facebook, and you branched out, I guess, more on Instagram posts, right? Is there any beef between Mooney memes and second gen?
Oh, beef? Oh, I know about that. Nah,
No.
but let me set the record straight, right? All right, okay. So I got to give props to whoever the originals were. Like, so those second gen memes, like way back in the day, like when Love and Life was. And then like, you already know the controversy that went down with it. So also naturally, a lot of the memes got kind of out of hand and things died out, right? It was dead for like years. And I remember around the time, like, do y'all remember like the Salt Bay meme, like this joint, right? Like, I remember seeing it and I was like, yo, right, what if I made a joke about holy salt? And it was like, when you come back home with the groceries, like this, right? And then I posted on my own personal page and my friends like, yo, right, like you should like bring back second gen memes. And I was like, yo, hold up. So I made a page called The Second Coming of Second Gen Memes. And over time, like different people joined, like they kind of like basically I call it my team basically. Like we have like a we call it the Mooney Meme Force, but it's basically like it's me, Zenas Rush, Nikolai Corley, Michael Hanlon, Chang Wang, Sohei Matsui, and Jason Marcatelli. And basically we added more people over the years, and we taking submissions as well from different people that just hop in and say, yo, I got a funny meme I want to post. I want you guys to share. But then yeah, kind of like after I went on GPA like a few years later, it was kind of hard to post, because like you can't really space out. Tell anyone. Not all the time, of course. But then yeah, out of nowhere, like all these different groups popped up, and of course, more power to them. We love to see it in the community, like to see different people share memes. Because honestly, all memes are pretty funny most of the time. So yeah, Mooney memes came up. Actually, it's funny. I remember interacting with Mooney memes when they were just starting. Like they reached out to our Facebook page. They're like, yo, like I'm making a second gen meme kind of page as well. Like, can you like shout us out and like show some more memes? And I was looking through, I was like, yo, this is kind of funny, right? So I posted a few of his. And then I remember, bro, like after I posted this joint, like suddenly he had more followers than us. And I was like, how? I was
all right.
But yeah, like in recent times, especially after I came back from GPA, I thought it'd be better to expand to having an Instagram account, because you can be a little more wilder with the memes on Instagram. There's like less first gen who get a little ruffled up.
I see.
Beef, all love.
Oh, nice. Wow. So it all started with the holy salt meme, man.
Yeah,
okay. Oh, that's great. Great story. Yeah. So, what motivates you to get out of bed? what motivates you on a daily basis to you're finishing your studies, to do church work, all this, it's running second gen meme, like this is busy stuff. And what motivates you?
That's a very interesting, that's a really good question.
Like, is it for yourself, your fans? Like, I don't know.
I ain't no clout chaser. I'll tell y'all that. But for me, I think what really motivates me, this is gonna sound like a really like churchy answer, but actually it's true parents. I think for me, it's something that every time, especially from my time on the front line, something that I was able to take back with me is that every time I face adversity, or every time it gets really difficult, I like fundraising got really difficult sometimes. To go back to true parents example, and for me, actually it was interesting because we just celebrated Father's Holy Ascension, like the 8th anniversary, and on that day, I was reading through Father's autobiography again because I wanted to read the Crown of Glory poem, and I was just skimming through his book, and suddenly like just memories of like the times where I read his story and the times where it helped me out the most, just flooded into my head. And then as I just skimming through the pages, seeing like Waseda University, Hungnam prison, like the struggles that he went through, like tears started flowing down my face, and like all I could feel was just gratitude for a true father on that day, just kind of like how when we celebrate, or when Christians like celebrate Good Friday, or especially Easter weekend, they feel such an immense deep gratitude for Jesus for, for essentially, like, as they believed, like he died for their sins, I really felt that true father lived for us, and for me, like, what really motivates me or inspires me is to want to be able to become people like true father, someone like true mother. And, true mother, for me, like, damn, actually, I don't want to cry right now, but something that really like pains my heart is, just how hard like true mother is pushing herself, around the time that father passed, like she was in a period of mourning, and then true mother actually went to, I remember Sanjanim gave in a speech one time that true mother went to Hawaii to heal basically during that time, and she was it was very hard for her to walk, so what she would do is that every morning, around maybe 5 a.m. or so, it was the perfect time because the sun was about to rise, but the moon was setting. And during that time, that's where true mother really felt father's presence. So as she would walk along the beach in Hawaii, she would continue to say to herself, I'll take one more step for your sake, Father. I'll take one more step for this movement. I'll keep pushing myself no matter how hard it gets or how painful it may be. And I feel like that's the kind of heart that she has, It's not a very well-known fact, but true mother's actually, she has to use a wheelchair recently, or these days she has to use a wheelchair. Like, when she goes up on stage and all these like different rallies or events that we see, she seems very strong, like she goes up, she gives a speech, but behind the scenes, it's really difficult for her, I know that at her age, she should like be retiring, like enjoying like her twilight years, seeing her grandchildren, grow up and like or like her own children have like sorry, like not grandchildren, but she should be enjoying like the joys of being a grandmother, but she's still pushing herself so hard because she knows that she still has a mission that she has to complete, like father had his responsibility that he completed and she still has hers, and it must be hard knowing that like the love of her life has already passed on,
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a beautiful story on for anybody to see that the spouse continuing the work of their deceased spouse and pushing forward, and like you said, doing these really like conditions that is just so moving, like walking on the beach at 5 a.m. or visiting the tombstone every day in the morning, and just like and kind of like what you're saying, you're doing kind of this for part of your motivation in your daily life is true parents, and for true mothers almost the same as true father. So it's really beautiful stuff, man. Thanks for sharing. I saw you were in Korea in 2000, like 2 years ago?
Uh, 3 years ago, actually, 2017.
Okay. Was that with GPA or?
Oh no, actually, I was living there at the time. I was actually a student in Summer University, so I studied there for a semester, and then I went to Chungpyeong for the summer, and then I went back to Sunmoon, and it turns out that I couldn't study there anymore because I couldn't pay tuition, so I got kicked out technically, so I had to go back home. But it was a good experience.
Oh man. Okay. Wow. Yeah, going to Korea, I don't know what you think, but I think it does change your view about kind of the church parents. I think Korea, you get more immersed and you can really inherit more kind of their heart. I don't know. Do you think the same or?
Yeah, actually, yeah. So around the time when I went, I was just turning 18. Like I'm 21 right now.
Okay.
But at the time, yeah, I went there. I wanted to study at some university because I wanted to kind of, yeah, connect back to my roots or connect like deeply into my faith.
Yeah.
And yeah, I deeply feel that actually, like, because especially like if you go to the places where like true parents like invested, like the classic like cardboard hut that we all like grew up hearing about. When you go to that same like spot, like it's not there anymore, but like there's like the rock where like he had his and like the rock of tears and everything. Just going to these places, it makes it all the more real. And like for me, like growing up, it's almost like a fairy tale. Hearing his like life story. But like when you see these places, like these were real places. Like Sum Young Moon was a real person, like who did real things, right? For the sake of humanity. I deeply feel like honestly, yeah, like you said, like getting immersed into the culture or getting immersed into what went down. I truly feel that it kind of, at least it definitely helps you like develop your faith for sure.
Hey man, well, hey, thanks for the talk. It was moving, man. Thanks for sharing your heart. Not just talking, but sharing from the heart. And yeah, I wish we could talk more. But I guess we'll move on to the last segment, man. Basically, it's 12 questions, and I think the number one spot is in the 30 seconds, like 39 or something.
30.
36.
Well, I'm not gonna get that.
Yeah. You're the last one of 2020. 37 seconds. So
All right, 37. All right, let's see.
I have to help you out though. I have to read quick. So let's check this out. I'm just gonna reset the timer. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. What was the last thing you read?
Last thing I read, y'all, I'm already gonna lose. Last thing I read was Mother of Peace by Amazon.
Do you have any pet peeves?
Pet peeves. Oh man. Oh shoot. I really don't like it when oh my god, this job is so hard. I think okay. Normally things don't annoy me. Like I'm a very chill person, but I get
Yes.
deeply annoyed when what's it called? Man, actually, I guess I know. Okay, I know I have a pet peeve, but I'm certain of it. But I guess nothing comes to mind right now.
All right, pass. All right. Let's try to get these next quick. Live in the sea or mountains? On this.
The
on
mountains for sure. Yo, Colorado, a beautiful place.
What's your favorite board game?
Favorite board game is oh my god, I'm gonna get the longest time record, bro. My favorite board game is it's a game called Ravine. It's pretty heat. It's a co-op game.
Oh, nice. Do you have any allergies?
I do not have any allergies. God bless.
Favorite food?
Favorite food is curry rice.
What do you do to calm down?
What I do to calm down is meditate.
Would you explore the space or the ocean?
That's tough. Honestly, I'd explore space. That's pretty fun.
What is your favorite color?
Pink.
Favorite Pokemon?
Yo, y'all are just making this hard, bro. But then, no, I mean, I feel like I'm already past time. Can I just do every single generation, bro? I'm an avid Pokemon fan. I love Pokemon straight out the womb, bro. So for Gen 1, right? With Gen 1 we got Charizard. Gen 2 we got We got Wobbuffet, Gen 3. Oh man, I want to say that Gen 3 is a tough one. I deeply want to say, what's that one? What's that guy's name? Oh, Dusko for Gen 3. Gen 4 is Lucario. Gen 5 is Scraggy. Gen 6 is Grey Ninja. Gen 7 is Mimikyu. And the most recent Gen 8 is, what's his name?
Dang, this is the most zoomer answer.
Galarian Darumaka.
Nice. Can you dance?
I can dance.
Ooh, what superpower would you want?
I swear, bro. There was no way I was gonna do this in 37 seconds. If I could have any superpower, honestly, super speed like the Flash, yo. I can't drive yet, so it'd be really convenient.
Yo, that's a practical reason for a superpower. Yo, so 3 minutes, 12 seconds. Hey, who cares? Those were awesome answers. You're an awesome person. Yeah, I mean, Yuji, thank you so much for coming on and just doing this with us. I hope we can invite you another time, maybe next year, and we can hear you freestyle. I don't
Oh, maybe. Y'all just got y'all got to play a beat, and I got you.
All right. Yeah, next time. So thank you for coming on, and yeah,
ciao. Thanks, friend. Love you. Much love to you again. Yo, follow me, Torika at Instagram. Follow us at Second Gen Memes if you haven't.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Syrup team, Syrup squad. To the next segment.
Yuji! He set a new record for the longest time. There you
I
go.
was hyping this boy up so hard in the chat, guys. Like, this man, 37 seconds. You're hitting it. You're getting it. This is going to be a champion world record.
Oh my gosh.
Thank God I'm not a betting man.
I just want to say thanks to the interviewees for coming on. That was great. I'm always looking forward to the interviews because, it's always so cool to see VCs from different parts of the world and see all their pursuits and their initiatives. And yeah, I hope you guys were able to draw inspiration from them like I am.
Genuinely, yeah. Honestly, I feel we saved some incredible interviews for our last stream, so I hope you guys really enjoyed it. But we don't need to hope because you gave so much love in the comments, guys. So let's go through some of those comments now. I don't even think we can get through all of them because there's so many. Okay. Well, we'll start off with the comments for our boy Thomas King, where we're just starting off with Sarah Winter saying, living for this background. I don't know if y'all noticed it. Hard to miss. He had his beautiful little dog as his background with the snout all up in his face.
And then we see the uni struggles. I can see people empathizing with Thomas over here. I know I definitely I empathize with him. Yeah, I get that.
Never going back. I am free from uni. We ain't never going back.
I got 2 more years to go.
We'll make it.
Actually, 3. I haven't even started my second.
For all of you going through uni still, lots of love, lots of luck. Keep your motivation high. Gambare. You got it.
Okay.
Marilyn bringing up, that actually sounds really cool, sustainable cities in regards to the job that Thomas has. Really cool that he's got such an amazing position while still in school.
Yes, that's so cool. Oh, and look, we have John King. Oh, look at that. Over here for his son. How nice.
Aw. Putting in a big heart. Thank you, Uncle John. All right. You guys gave some lots of love to the meme, laugh my off, no way, crying emojis, Sarah saying, not a single point in the video I could have guessed what happened
Yes.
next.
Oh my gosh. I had no idea where it was going, but I was like, okay, I see.
Oh man.
Okay.
And then moving into Yuji's interview,
Mm-hmm.
Michael Akolazzi. Oh, your was good, my boy.
You see, you got a couple of fans right here. And then people are commenting on his huge resume. Yeah.
So much stuff.
Yeah.
I loved his Naruto comment. He didn't want to be Hokage. He wanted to be the youth pastor.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh man. All of the info on the memes, guys, that behind the scenes information, the more you know, guys. I feel enlightened from these interviews, genuinely. It is a whole new world out there now.
Great. Okay. Okay, so shall we move on?
Absolutely. Yuji and Thomas, make sure you go through those comments and see all the love that you are given, because we just do not have the time to go through all of it now.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the conclusion of our interview segment, and I hope you guys enjoy because we've got a really special Blessed with Talent coming up now.
Hello, I'm Daniel McEwen. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, and today I'm going to be playing my viola. I'm going to play a tune called Irish Washerwoman. It's a fiddle tune, so please enjoy. Alright, so this time I'm going to play Hunter's Chorus. Please enjoy.
Hey, welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed that really awesome talent by Daniel McEwen. Viola, so difficult to play perfectly. I think the Overlord got it right. Having recently gotten a violin, I can appreciate this so much more. It's actually so incredibly difficult to go fast and still be accurate. I think that sums up the play very well. So thank you, Daniel, for that submission. Lots of love. It was really greatly played.
Okay. So now for announcements. As for tomorrow, we have the big switch. So no live streams, no
big switch, Shim?
But we are not quitting. That does not mean we're quitting, okay? It's just a switch, okay? We will be, like, instead of having the videos on YouTube, we will be active on our social media accounts. So we're gonna post more, but no actual videos. We are introducing vlogs. And we're just gonna see how that goes. And our live streams, they're gonna happen, but during the holidays, during breaks. We'll just see. That's just a plan for now. We'll post it info, so it's easier for you to access it. So yeah, I think that's it, Josh. I think that's all I have to say.
Yeah. So massive switch into basically everything is going to be on Instagram and on Facebook. So be sure to go into our description and find our link to our Instagram so you can follow us there and keep up to date with everything that'll be going on. We'll be posting those vlogs 2 times per week, starting like immediately this week. So I really hope you guys can stay really up to date and keep Syrup Vlog Squad and just keep with us. So yeah, we also will be having a theme of the month now instead of the theme of the week. So this will be something monthly. All of the vlogs are going to be based around this theme. So 2 vlogs per week on the theme. And this theme is going to be courage. So courage, kind of like motivation. What an interesting theme. I'm sure some of you are wondering, how the heck can you show courage in a vlog? Well, that's going to be so individual to each and every one of you. We've got a lot of things to need to be courageous about. This is really a unique and special time for so many people. Even though school is starting back up, a lot of students are going back online, which can be very challenging and new. I know for me, I would probably drop out at this point. So I'm happy I'm not going back. So I really hope all of you can succeed so well. And keep in touch with everything going on with Sierra Project so we can know how you guys are doing, stay engaged. I really want to know how courageous you're being during this time. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. So be sure to join me this week. I'll be posting our first vlog on Instagram. So follow us there. Again, check the description. And I think the Overlord put it best. Syrup next month.
Next month, yes. Syrup next month.
Thank you, everybody.